And we got the next fight of the evening coming up, ladies and gentlemen, as you have the Atomweight, the ladies coming up. Amy Golden defending her title for the first time against Samantha Seff. As you have Samantha Seff coming down. Now, this is an interesting fight because I don't think the records really show the true character of both these fighters. You got Seff, who's 5-4, who's got 9 fights under her belt in the amateur rankings, and then you got Amy Golden, who's 1-2. Now, Amy started off pretty rough in her first 2 fights of her career. Her first fight was against a 5-1 Elise Reed. She just wanted the fight, so she jumped in there.
And didn't Elise go pro?
Elise just beat up a porn star in Bellator.
Yeah, Beck Rawlings, that's right. She is in Bellator. So again, that speaks to the level of the competition that she's faced.
Yeah, that was her first fight. So, she was scrappy. She didn't end up losing until the second round. But
and in Amy Golding's last fight, 90% of those watching thought that she was going to lose.
Oh, absolutely. Talking to everyone in the crowd and walking around this atmosphere, they thought Jennifer Hicks from Ohio was going to walk away with that title with no big deal. But no, Amy Golden showed her wrestling skills. She's been a long-time wrestler. She's going to be a coach of a USA girls team, and she's pretty pumped.
A big part of that, though, too, is changing her camps.
Absolutely.
Going over to the Kirby Cave and working in a really supporting, high-level environment like that, it's really allowing her to grow as an athlete.
Absolutely.
Finishing up the last minute greasing of Samantha Seff here. So Samantha Seff in the blue corner, you'll see the blue tape on her wrists.
Now my question is, I think the tail of the tape is Seff going to be able to use her experience, her 9-fight experience in amateur MMA, or is Amy going to be able to use her wrestling, her superior grappling, and keep Seff down? But Seff is no joke, though, on the ground. Seff, I believe, is a purple belt, a brown or a purple belt. Don't quote me, but she's one of those 2 colors.
We're going to find out in about 2 minutes or less.
Absolutely.
Lenny Baker, Joe Ussolini and the crew in her corner. Lenny Baker, a former pro fighter. And again, for the entire main card tonight, Big Dan Murgliata will be the 3rd man in the cage.
There you have it. One of the best referees, if not the best referee in all of mixed martial arts, will be refereeing all these main cards. That's awesome. Like you mentioned earlier, how important is that for these fighters to know their safety's in great hands?
It really is, and that the rules are going to be followed. They're going to be upheld. Everything's going to be as fair as it possibly can be.
Absolutely, and we're going to throw it up to the ring announcer, Mike Falvo.
Our next championship fight is scheduled for 3 rounds. And it is for the Cage Wars Atomweight Women's Championship. This championship fight is sanctioned by the USMTA Executive Director Ed Kinner and USMTA President Clint Hayliger in attendance. Your fight doctor at cage side for this championship bout is Dr. Michael Sheridan. The judges for this fight are Mr. Chris Polinsky, Mr. Steve Ward, and Mr. Michael Walter. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the challenger. Representing Shell Shock Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of Fuquay-Varina, North Carolina, Amanda Wolf Queen Seff. And her opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. She's representing Kirby Mixed Martial Arts out of Troy, New York. The current Atomweight champion, Amy Golding. Referee in charge of the action at the sound of the bell, Mr. Dan Mergliotta.
Here we go, Big Dan, third
You know,
man.
sometimes when you come into the enemy turf, like Samantha Seff is coming into Schenectady tonight, you can be a little unnerved. She almost looks at ease, like she likes it.
Absolutely. And here we go. Amy takes the center of the cage. Oh,
Ooh.
nice straight.
Now, what I did just see from Amy, though, is she's working the jab, which I wanted to see a little more of.
Nice kick right there by Seff.
Now, here's the difference with Seff is, you know, Amy's fighting a true mixed martial artist right now. Besides,
well-
I mean, Elise, you know, is, but her last opponent was not as well-rounded as Samantha Seff. Nice takedown. She's looking for the back. Amy's doing a good job shaking
Amy
her off.
hangs onto that with a 2-on-1 to that arm and does a great job to pull through.
And this is why I love no shin guards.
Absolutely. Amy's going to work from the top.
Now Samantha doing a good job getting that left leg up on Amy's right shoulder, trying to create something, whether it be a triangle or even just making Amy move.
And there's that jiu-jitsu.
There's that triangle.
Yeah, that's
She's got to get that foot underneath the ankle underneath the knee and turn, though. She doesn't have the right angle. So you see
Big Dan in on it tight.
she's trying to push Amy's neck because she doesn't have the right foot position.
Amy's trying to punch her.
Oh, tap!
Wow.
There was that extra help with those two hands pressing because she didn't have the cross correct on the neck. That right there is somebody who's just very, very comfortable in all aspects. Right there is her opponent.
Absolutely, and there you have it, the jiu-jitsu grappler versus the wrestler.
Well, you know, and I won't even take anything away from Amy Golden.
No,
It's not that
absolutely
she did anything wrong. Samantha Seff did more things right.
You know what? And, you know, props to Amy because she was in some good positions. You know, she's still, think about it, she only has 3 fights under her belt. Now, this is her 4th. This is Seff's 10th fight.
Well, that's what I mean. You know, it's nothing against Amy Golding.
Absolutely.
I really just feel like Samantha Seff did more right than Amy Golding did right.
Absolutely. And, you know, that's not the last we're going to see of Amy either. She'll be back soon.
Oh, absolutely. You win or you learn. And right now, she just learned.
And then you got the new design belt, Cage Wars.
Wow, they are fancy.
As we're going to get the official decision right now from Mike Falvo.
Love when they think I ain't cool, cause I'm sober. You used to love when we was down, we was closer. But I stopped loving ever since
Referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to the fight at 1 minute 12 seconds into the first round. For your winner by way of a triangle and new Cage Wars Atomweight Women's Champion, Samantha the Wolf Queen Seff.
I don't want nobody else.
So right now, I mean, does Samantha Seff come back up to New York to defend this title, or does she take this as like a milestone?
I think we got to see her come back up, but then again, she's now 5-5.
I am here with your winner, Samantha Seff.